Hello and welcome to Switch Mania. It's your boy Clarence back at it again for a new episode. In this video, we're going to be talking about the latest Nintendo Switch eShop sale that you won't want to miss out on. With 28 amazing games on sale, this is your chance to get your hands on some of the hottest titles at an unbeatable prices. So whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore fan, stay tuned to find out which games are worth buying in this amazing Nintendo Switch eShop sale. But before we start, don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment on which game caught your eye the most. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest Nintendo Switch content. So without further ado, let's dive in. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is a retro-style action game that offers a fantastic tribute to classic 8-bit games like Castlevania. The game boasts excellent pixel art graphics, a great soundtrack, and challenging gameplay that is sure to delight fans of the genre. As the player, you'll take control of a variety of characters, each with unique abilities to explore levels filled with enemies, traps, and secrets. The game's mechanics are straightforward but engaging, with tight controls that feel responsive and satisfying. One of the highlights of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is its boss battles. Each boss is unique and requires a different strategy to defeat, providing a good challenge for the player. The game also features multiple paths and endings, giving it a high replay value. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is a fantastic sequel that builds on the already impressive foundation of the first game. Like its predecessor, this game offers a nostalgic experience that pays homage to classic 8-bit games while adding its own unique twist. The game features a cast of characters with different abilities, which allows for a variety of gameplay styles. The mechanics are challenging but fair, with responsive controls that feel satisfying to use. Additionally, the game features branching paths and multiple endings, adding replay value to the already content-packed experience. One of the standout features of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is its co-op mode, which allows you to team up with a friend and take on the game together. The game also boasts excellent pixel art graphics and a fantastic soundtrack that adds to the retro feel.
Night rages on once again. Back!
Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger 9-2 is an electrifying action game that puts players in control of Copen, a high-speed hero who can dash through levels at breakneck speeds. The game boasts excellent mechanics that are easy to pick up but challenging to master, with tight controls that make it feel great to play. One of the standout features of Luminous Avenger 9-2 is its unique ability system, which allows players to customize Copen's abilities to suit their playstyle. This gives the game a high level of replay value as players can experiment with different builds to find the perfect combination of abilities. The game's boss battles are also impressive, with each boss requiring a different strategy to defeat. The graphics are excellent, with vibrant colors and detailed environments that add to the game's overall aesthetic.
Where only robots exist. Flying 2D side-scrolling.
Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack is an excellent collection that brings together two action-packed games, Azure Striker Gunvolt and Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, in one convenient package. Both games offer fast-paced side-scrolling action that is reminiscent of classic 2D games, but with modern gameplay mechanics and stunning visuals. Players take control of Gunvolt, a skilled fighter with the ability to control electricity, as he battles through levels filled with challenging enemies, hazards, and hidden secrets. The game's mechanics are tight, with responsive controls that make it feel great to play. One of the highlights of Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack is the game's scoring system, which rewards players for stylish play and efficient takedowns. The game also features a variety of difficulty modes and extra challenges that add to the replay value. Blaster Master Zero is a fantastic remake of the classic NES game, which features improved graphics and enhanced gameplay. The game follows the story of a boy named Jason who sets out to rescue his pet frog Fred, who has mutated and grown to giant size. The game is split into different types of gameplay, side-scrolling platformer levels, and top-down shooting levels. This variety in gameplay keeps the game fresh and exciting throughout. The controls are tight and responsive, making it easy to navigate through the levels and take down enemies. The game also features a variety of weapons and upgrades that you can use to defeat enemies and overcome obstacles, including a grappling hook and a hover ability. One of the standout features of the game is the fantastic chiptune soundtrack, which perfectly captures the retro feel of the original game. The game's graphics are also excellent, with vibrant colors and detailed sprites that are a joy to behold.
Now counter enemy attacks.
And of course, to complete the series, Blaster Master 02 is an action-packed platformer game that is sure to keep you on the edge of your seats. The game features stunning visuals, a thumping soundtrack, and fast-paced gameplay that will keep you entertained for hours on end. In this game, you play as a tank named G Sophia, which can also transform into a humanoid form to explore the various levels. The game features a variety of weapons and upgrades that you can use to defeat enemies and overcome obstacles, including a grappling hook and a boost system that lets you jump higher and move faster. Same with other Blaster Master Zero game, the controls are tight and responsive, making it easy to navigate through the levels and take down enemies. The game also features a compelling story that will keep you engaged from start to finish.
Bitter enemies. Whenever Copen's HP.
Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger 9 is an exciting action game that offers a fresh take on the classic 2D side-scrolling genre. The game follows the story of a powerful hero named Copen, who must take on the group of dangerous foes known as the Sumeragi Group. One of the standout features of the game is the ability to use Copen's array of powerful abilities to take down enemies and overcome obstacles. These abilities include the ability to dash through the air, deflect enemy attacks, and unleash devastating special moves. The game also features stunning visuals and a dynamic soundtrack that perfectly complements the fast-paced action. The controls are smooth and responsive, making it easy to navigate through the game's levels and take down enemies.
History of the butterfly effect. Provide action.
Mighty Gunvolt Burst is a retro-style 2D action game that combines elements from classic games to create a fun and engaging experience. The game features characters from 3 different games, namely Mighty No. 9, Azure Striker Gunvolt, and Gull Gun, and combines their gameplay mechanics to create a unique experience. The game features tight controls and fast-paced action, with players taking on the role of a hero who must battle against a variety of enemies using a range of different weapons and abilities. The game's difficulty is challenging but fair, and players will need to master the game's mechanics in order to progress. One of the standout features of the game is its fantastic pixel art graphics, which perfectly capture the retro feel of classic games. The game's chiptune soundtrack is also excellent, with catchy tunes that will stay in your head long after you've finished playing.
Glorious 2D action.
Freedom Planet is an action-packed platformer game that is sure to bring back memories of classic games like Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario Bros. It has a cast of colorful characters, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. The story follows a group of heroes as they battle against an evil alien force that seeks to conquer their world. The levels are filled with enemies, obstacles, and collectibles, making for a fun and engaging experience. One of the standout features is its fantastic graphics, which feature vibrant colors and detailed sprites that are joy to behold. The chiptune soundtrack is also excellent, with catchy tunes that perfectly complements the fast-paced action. The controls are tight and responsive, making it easy to navigate through the levels and take down enemies. It also features a variety of power-ups and upgrades that you can use to enhance your character's abilities. Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town is a charming farming simulation game. Players take on the role of a farmer who inherits their grandfather's farm in Mineral Town and must tend to crops, raise animals, and build relationships with the townspeople. The mechanics are easy to learn and provide a relaxing and engaging gameplay experience. Players can grow a variety of crops, take care of animals, and explore the town to build relationships with the diverse cast of characters. It also introduces new features such as the ability to ride a horse and pet dogs and cats. What sets Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town apart from other farming simulation games is its attention to detail and the charming aesthetic of the world. It is filled with delightful characters and heartwarming moments that make it easy to get lost in the game for hours. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin is a unique and innovative game that combines side-scrolling action with farming simulation. Players control the titular character Sakuna, a goddess who has been banished to an island overrun by demons. Along with a group of human companions, Sakuna must fight her way through the demons and cultivate rice to survive. The game mechanics are split between 2 main gameplay modes. In the side-scrolling action mode, players control Sakuna and battle through levels filled with enemies. Sakuna's attacks are are based on Japanese martial arts, making the combat both challenging and satisfying. In the farming simulation mode, players plant rice, tend to crops, and manage their farm to ensure a bountiful harvest. The two modes are seamlessly integrated as players must cultivate rice to sustain themselves in between battles. What sets Sakuna of Rise and Ruin apart from other games is its attention to detail and the unique blend of gameplay mechanics. The stunning visuals and music create a beautiful and immersive world that is a joy to explore. It also features an in-depth crafting system that allows players to create new weapons and equipment by gathering materials from the island. Corpse Party is a horror game that has been ported to the Nintendo Switch. The game takes place in a haunted high school where a group of students find themselves trapped after performing a ritual. Players must explore the school, solve puzzles, and avoid supernatural enemies to uncover the dark secrets of the school. The key mechanics are exploration and survival. Players must navigate the school's labyrinthine corridors, avoiding traps and enemies while collecting items and clues to progress through the story. The horror elements are based on a mix of jump scares and psychological horror, which creates a tense and frightening atmosphere. What sets Corpse Party apart from other horror games is its storytelling and characters. The narrative is driven by strong character development and emotional moments, making players invested in the characters' fates. It also has multiple endings, adding to its replay value. No More Heroes is a hack-and-slash action game that was originally released for the Wii, but now it's back on the Nintendo Switch. Players take on the role of Travis Touchdown, a quirky assassin who is trying to work his way up the rankings of the United Assassins Association. It features fast-paced combat, a wide variety of weapons, and over-the-top boss battles that are sure to keep players entertained. One of the best things about No More Heroes is its unique and stylish art style, which sets it apart from other games in the genre. The game's sense of humor is also a big selling point as it doesn't take itself too seriously and isn't afraid to poke fun at the gaming industry and pop culture in general. Overall, No More Heroes is a fun and engaging game that's worth checking out for anyone who enjoys action games with a bit of humor and personality. While the gameplay can be a bit repetitive at times, its colorful cast of characters and stylish presentation make up for it. No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle is an action-packed hack-and-slash game that has been remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Just like its predecessor, players take on the role of Travis Touchdown, an otaku assassin who must fight his way through a series of deadly battles to become the #1 assassin in the world. The key mechanics are its fast-paced combat and quirky characters. Players use a variety of melee and ranged weapons to take down enemies, with each weapon having its own unique moves and abilities. The game's boss battles are particularly thrilling as players face off against larger-than-life opponents with their own special attacks and tactics. What sets No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle apart from other action games is its unique style and humor. It is filled with pop culture references and fourth-wall-breaking moments, creating a self-aware and humorous tone. The visuals and soundtrack also add to its distinctive style, with colorful graphics and catchy music that enhances the gameplay experience. Rune Factory 4 Special is a remastered version of the popular role-playing game that combines farming simulation, crafting, and action-packed combat. Players take on the role of a prince or princess who has lost their memory and must navigate the world of Selphia, building relationships with the town's residents, cultivating crops, and fighting monsters. The key mechanics are split between several gameplay modes. In the farming simulation mode, players plant and harvest crops, raise livestock, and expand their farm. In the town building mode, players interact with the town's residents, building relationships and unlocking new story events. In the combat mode, players battle through dungeons and fight against powerful bosses using a variety of weapons and magic spells. What sets Rune Factory 4 Special apart from other games is its rich world building and engaging gameplay mechanics. Its characters are well developed, with each having their own unique personalities and storylines. It also features an in-depth crafting system that allows players to create new weapons, armor, and accessories by gathering materials from around the world. R-Type Dimensions EX is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game that combines two classic games from the R-Type series, R-Type and R-Type 2, into one package. It features updated graphics and sound, as well as new gameplay modes that are exclusive to this release. Players take on the role of a spacecraft pilot who must navigate through waves of enemies and obstacles to complete each level. One of the key mechanics in R-Type Dimensions EX is the ability to choose between two different ships, each with their own unique weapons and abilities. This adds a layer of strategy to the gameplay, as players must choose the right ship for each level and adapt to the changing enemy formations. Overall, R-Type Dimensions EX is a great package for fans of classic shoot-'em-up games. The updated graphics and sound are a nice touch, and the inclusion of new gameplay modes give the game some extra replay value. While the difficulty can be quite challenging at times, the satisfying feeling of mastering each levels makes it all worthwhile. Andro Dunos II is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game that pays homage to classic arcade games of the past. Players take on the role of a pilot who must navigate through a series of levels filled with enemies, obstacles, and bosses. It features vibrant and colorful graphics, a rocking soundtrack, and fast-paced action that's sure to keep players engaged. One of the key mechanics in Andro Dunos II is the ability to upgrade your ship's weapons and abilities as you progress through the game. This adds a layer of customization and strategy to the gameplay, as players must choose the right upgrades for each level and adapt to the changing enemy formations. Overall, Andro Dunos II is a fun and engaging game that's perfect for fans of classic arcade shoot-'em-up games. While it can be quite challenging at times, the feeling of satisfaction that comes from mastering each level is truly rewarding. If you're looking for a game that's both nostalgic and fresh, then Andro Dunos II is definitely worth checking out. Inbento is a charming puzzle game that's all about making bento boxes. Players take on the role of a cat who must prepare meals for her family by arranging the ingredients in the perfect order. It features adorable graphics, a soothing soundtrack, and over 100 levels of challenging puzzles that will test your spatial reasoning skills. One of the key mechanics in Inbento is the ability to rotate and flip the ingredients to create the perfect arrangement. This adds a layer of strategy to the gameplay, as players must carefully plan each move to ensure that all the ingredients fit within the confines of the bento box. Overall, Inbento is a delightful game that's perfect for fans of puzzle games and cute animals. The gameplay is easy to pick up but challenging to master, and its charming presentation will put a smile on your face. If you're looking for a game that's both relaxing and mentally stimulating, then Inbento is definitely worth checking out. Far Lone Sails is a visually stunning and emotionally evocative game that offers a unique and immersive gameplay experience. As the player, you control a small vehicle-like vessel that must traverse a desolate post-apocalyptic landscape. Along the way, you must manage your vehicle's resources, including fuel, food, and repairs, all while facing various obstacles and challenges. One of the key mechanics is its emphasis on exploration and discovery. As you journey the world, you'll encounter abandoned cities, mysterious ruins, and hidden secrets, all of which contribute to a sense of wonder and intrigue. The minimalist aesthetic is both beautiful and haunting, with muted colors and evocative sound design creating a powerful atmosphere. The gameplay mechanics are simple and intuitive, yet provide enough depth to keep the experience engaging and rewarding.
Outlook.
Tinykin is a charming and whimsical puzzle platformer that will delight players of all ages. In the game, you play as a space explorer named Milo, who discovers a world of tiny creatures known as Tinykin. Your goal is to rescue these creatures and use their unique abilities to navigate through various levels and solve puzzles. One of the key mechanics is the ability to swap between different Tinykin, each with their own distinct abilities. For example, some Tinykin can stick to walls, while others can glide through the air or create explosive charges. The colorful cartoonish visuals are delightful, and the Tinykin themselves are adorably designed. The puzzles are well crafted and challenging enough to keep players engaged, but not so difficult as to be so frustrating. Tinykin is a fun and engaging platformer that offers a unique twist on the genre. It's a great choice for anyone looking for a lighthearted and enjoyable gaming experience.
So we hope to see you then.
Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom is a fantastic throwback to classic side-scrolling platformers, featuring a beautiful hand-drawn graphics, an engaging story, and challenging gameplay. In the game, you play as Jin, a young hero who can transform into different animal forms, each with its own unique abilities. One of the key mechanics is the ability to switch between different animal forms. For example, the frog form can swim underwater and jump higher, while the snake form can climb walls and shoot venom. The visuals are stunning with vibrant colors and detailed character designs. The music is also top-notch, featuring catchy tunes that perfectly capture the game's whimsical tone. It is challenging but not unfairly so, with a good balance between combat, platforming, and puzzle solving. The boss battles are particularly memorable, offering some of the most thrilling moments in the game. Oceanhorn 2 Knights of the Lost Realm is an excellent action-adventure game that offers a vast open world to explore, engaging combat, and challenging puzzles. It takes place in a richly detailed world filled with dungeons, hidden treasures, and secrets to uncover. One of the key mechanics is the ability to switch between different weapons and abilities, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. The game's graphics are stunning with detailed character designs and environments that are both beautiful and immersive. The music is also fantastic, with a sweeping orchestral score that perfectly captures the game's sense of adventure. The puzzles are well crafted and challenging, requiring you to think creatively to solve them. The combat is also engaging with a variety of enemies to face, each with their own tactics and weaknesses.
You have
Blossom Tales: The Sleeping King is a delightful action-adventure game that offers a charming storybook aesthetic and engaging gameplay mechanics. Players take on the role of Lily, a brave knight on a quest to save the kingdom from the clutches of an evil wizard. The game features classic top-down Zelda-style gameplay with a variety of puzzles, enemies, and bosses to overcome. One of its standout features is its use of storybook format, which adds a whimsical touch to the game's narrative. It also offers a unique mechanic that allows players to switch between Lily's two siblings, adding variety to gameplay and making it more enjoyable. Blossom Tales is a great game for fans of classic action-adventure games. With its well-crafted puzzles, memorable bosses, and charming aesthetic, it's a must-play for anyone who wants to experience a fun, engaging adventure in a beautifully crafted world. SpeedRunners is a fast-paced multiplayer racing game that's perfect for anyone who loves to compete against their friends. The objective is to outrun your opponents by navigating through a series of obstacles and using power-ups to gain an edge. The key mechanics are easy to pick up but challenging to master, making it a great option for gamers of all skill levels. One of the best things about SpeedRunners is its emphasis on player interaction. The levels are designed in such a way that players can knock each other off the screen, adding an extra layer of competition to an already exciting game. Additionally, the power-ups add a lot of variety to the gameplay, giving players the chance to strategically use them to gain an edge. Overall, SpeedRunners is a fantastic addition to the Nintendo Switch library, offering endless hours of fun for gamers of all skill levels. Its fast-paced gameplay, emphasis on player interaction, and variety of power-ups make it a must-play for anyone looking for a competitive racing game. The Final Station is a post-apocalyptic survival game that combines elements of exploration, combat, and resource management. It is set in a world where a mysterious infection has turned most of the population into zombies. The player takes on the role of a train conductor who must navigate their way through various towns and cities, picking up survivors, fighting up zombies, and managing their train's resources. One of the key mechanics of the Final Station is its focus on exploration. The levels are intricately designed with multiple paths to explore and secrets to uncover. Additionally, the combat system is simple but satisfying, with a variety of weapons and strategies available to the player. Another standout feature of the Final Station is its storytelling. The narrative is told through a combination of in-game events, dialogue, and collectibles, which gradually reveal the backstory of the game's world and characters. Clustertruck is a fast-paced platformer that takes place in a world of chaos and destruction. The objective is to navigate a series of increasingly difficult levels by jumping from one truck to another. The trucks are moving at breakneck speeds and are often crashing into obstacles, which makes for a thrilling and challenging gameplay experience. One of the key mechanics of Clustertruck is its unique movement system. Players must time their jumps and movements perfectly to stay on the trucks and avoid falling off. The game's physics system is also noteworthy, as the player's movements and interactions with the environment are realistic and dynamic. Another standout feature of Clustertruck is its level design. The levels are designed in such a way that players must use their quick reflexes and platforming skills to navigate through a series of obstacles and hazards. Party Hard is a strategy game that challenges players to take out an entire party of people without getting caught. The game takes place at various parties and events, where players must use their stealth and tactics to eliminate their targets and avoid detection by the police. One of the key mechanics of Party Hard is its emphasis on strategy and planning. Players must carefully observe their surroundings and plan their actions accordingly to avoid getting caught. The game also features a variety of different tools and abilities that players can use to eliminate their targets, such as poisons and traps. Another standout feature of Party Hard is its humor and satire. The game pokes fun at various aspects of party culture, from excessive drinking to obnoxious music, which adds a lighthearted and entertaining element to the gameplay. And that concludes our episode for today. Be sure to check out our other videos for additional gaming content and reviews. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. And as always, happy gaming. Peace.